We're here with actor Jack Griffo, who stars on the Nickelodeon series The Thunderman. Why don't you talk a little bit about when you decided to become an actor full time? I know you're only 17.
Yeah.
But,
Well, I started doing community theater around my hometown of Orlando, and started taking classes downtown. And a lady from LA came and watched one of my scenes and was kind of like, you should give LA a try and come out. And so me and my mom did for about 2 weeks. We ended up signing with an agent, booked a couple commercials, and that agent was kind of like, well, you booked a couple commercials, why don't you come out for a little longer, maybe like a year. So I went back home and kind of talked about it and decided to give it a year, and we did, and then I never really went back, and that's kind of how it happened.
and now, do you live bi-coastally?
No, I'm relocated to LA.
To LA?
Yeah.
What have you been doing since you've been here in New York?
Well, the first couple of years was a lot of training and just a lot of class. Didn't really book much. I got it just happens. You get a one-liner, then a three-liner, and then, do bigger stuff, kind of like a progression. But I got a pilot that didn't get picked up, was tested on both the networks and, for Disney and Nick, and then finally it just clicked with Thundermans, so yeah.
Why don't you talk a little bit about that show and your character?
Sure. Thundermans, it's great. It's been a great experience for me for the past about year and a half. I play Max, and he's definitely like the black sheep of the family. Wants to be bad, and everyone else wants to be good. So that's where a lot of fun comes in it for me, and it's really fun to play kind of a jerk kind of guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nothing like you in real life, right?
I hope not.
Now that you're back in New York visiting and doing the personal appearance here at Planet Hollywood, what things do you do that you miss doing now that you're in LA full time?
I miss my family. My brother lives here.
Okay.
So coming to New York is always great, but I always miss him.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of just being back home in Florida and living together. But it's we both kind of grow up, and it's hard. It's kind of this adult life that you have to be away from each other. So.
Right. And are there any food places you have to go to?
In New
or
York?
Is there any certain type of food that you have to
I just
eat
don't want to get New York pizza, or really it just not at a specific place, but just I want New York pizza.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I did that already, so.
So you're set to go.
I'm set. I can go home now.
Yeah. Now, what roles are you looking to mature into, or do you feel you have a certain strength in comedy and drama?
Sure.
Would you like to do stage?
Obviously, obviously everyone that's on Disney, and we want to mature into this different kind of acting and a different light, a different genre. But I think that's what everybody wants eventually for themselves. But for me, I really enjoy both. So I can really enjoy doing another TV show after Thundermans, or do a really dramatic film role. So I, whatever I feel right for, whenever I feel like I can shed the most light on, and play most honestly, I feel that that's what will happen. So.
Any interest in doing theater?
For sure. Yeah, because it's where I started. The first things I did in Florida were in theater. I was Pony Boy in To Kill a Mockingbird. I was Dylan in To Kill a Mockingbird. I was Pony Boy in Outsiders. They all kind of jumble up.
Yeah.
That was where I started. So I definitely wanted to reprise my theater roots again.
Do you think you have more confidence now than when you first started in terms of the theater? Would you be less nervous jumping on a New
I would be
York
less
stage?
nervous, but it would be a different animal than what I've been doing the past 4 years, you know what I mean? So it would be, I'm sure, it's like riding a bike, I'm sure I would feel really comfortable, but it'd be definitely a change back. So,
Now, what do you like to do in your free time when you're off?
I like to play sports, basketball, in the winter I like to snowboard, but really I just like to not do anything. Honestly, I'd like to just chill at home or watch a movie, because there is such seldomly, there's free time so seldomly that you want to just relax. So that's pretty much it.
And when you first started, did the idea of having fans actually come up to you and come to a meet and greet like this even faze you, or did it something you didn't think about until it actually happened?
I don't want to say I didn't think about it, because I had friends that were in the spotlight and doing that, and having fans come up and meet them and doing these meet and greets kind of things. So I definitely had experienced it as a friend, but not necessarily me. Yeah, it's weird. It's very cool to get to go downstairs and meet those kids and shine some light.
Very cool. And what are the certain things you collect? Do you have anything you're into that you?
I used to collect pocket stamps a while ago. I haven't gotten a new one in a really long time. I used to collect model cars when I was really young. Yeah, not anything really right now.
You're gonna have to, now that you're grown up and you're gonna be over 18, you can start collecting things that are, that will mature and have value. And,
Yeah, for sure.
Watches and bracelets and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Now, where do you see yourself going in terms of your fan base? You want them to grow with you, obviously. What would you say to your fans?
To my fans, to the fans of the show and of everyone, it's everyone that I work with. We appreciate you guys so much, and we want to make more Thundermans for you, and you got to watch to allow us to do that. But obviously, yeah, I do want my fans and the fans of pretty much like our generation right now to move, to grow with us and watch our work past what we do right now. When I say we, I mean like me or like Kira and our friends. We have this demographic now, but to have them grow with us would be very, very cool. And have the same people watch our movies and other TV shows that watched us on Thundermans. So
absolutely, it's
a good
cool
point.
to have fans that go with you from step
and
to
it's
step.
already great to like see people online that are like, I was here when you were 13. I watched your covers on YouTube when you were a little kid. That's great to hear that they followed me and from way back not way back when, but for me it's kind of like that for about to be 18 and back to when I was 12 and 13. It's a while ago for me, so it's definitely humbling and very appreciative.
Do you get a chance to sing anymore as much as you were when you were doing the?
Not as much as I don't sing as much as I used to because before I did Thundermans, when I wasn't doing guest stars, that's what I had to do. That's what I fill my time with. But Thundermans doesn't really involve a lot of singing, and it takes up a lot of my time. So no, actually, yeah.
And now on the flip side of the fans following you, what would you say to somebody who was entering the business at your age? In terms of advice, you started out.
To someone entering the business, it's just do your work really hard, go to class. That's what I did for a couple of years, and it kind of can seem a little discouraging at times with auditions and rejection, and it's a lot. I've been through a lot with the audition game, but stick in there and keep working, and my one of my teachers always used to say, if they can out talent you, but they can't outwork you. So work the hardest.
And with the age of social media, obviously, like you said, you've had followers since you were on YouTube singing covers. What does that mean to you that you can reach so many people, more so than traditionally, actors before you?
Yeah. The internet is amazing, obviously. The internet is huge in this business, and it's definitely something that as performers and as artists we can use vitally and can use in the right way or can use in the wrong way. So it's great to be able to reach that many people for sure, because it goes past just TV. It's definitely, like, as far as YouTube goes, and Twitter and Instagram, and all